All right. Welcome back again. One more freaking day to add to the list. I mean, to be very honest with you guys, I did work out yesterday, but I was a little bit too late to record, and honestly, I didn't really feel like recording. Plus, I kind of wanted to, actually focus on the workout instead of like focusing on the workout itself, or on the recording itself. You know, being a little bit more strategic in a point where it's like myself, trying to see if I'm actually, still able to work out, just focus on the workout itself. That's more like what I'm trying to say. If I'm gonna be very honest, I think, I don't know. I feel like whenever I record, I'm just doing the workout for the recording itself and not actually doing the workout for a workout thing related. I'm just pretty much doing quite the opposite itself. So, I don't know. I feel like sometimes, and it's probably going to be more consistent, this thing where I'm not going to work out all the freaking time, you know? Uh, Plus, I'm just trying to think. God damn. Okay. What I was saying is, not only I'm not going to be that freaking on working out, I'm going to have like a few days where I'm still going to work out, but I'm probably not going to record anything. That's what I'm pretty much just trying to say. Now, that can happen probably very frequently from this day on. I'm not too sure about it, but I feel like it's a little bit better. It gets, too oversaturated. I kind of like to use that word, even if it doesn't really make that much sense for a lot of people. It gets to a point where it's like, you start literally recording every single workout you do, and there's really not that much of a change in terms of how I do it, and in terms of the differences in muscle size and all that stuff. I could have, get a little bit of a different approach in this, and probably get, way more, uh, just, recordings where it's just the pump part and not actually the workout itself. I could do that, but it's not necessarily, exactly the type of content that I'm looking for. I think it will be a little bit, I don't know. I wouldn't feel like I actually enjoy doing something like that. But whenever I'm working out, especially because of my personality, I sometimes like just to focus on the workout and not really focus on what I have to say. Not that it is impossible for me, because, sometimes I just come up with random stuff I say. But I don't know. It's just, for some reason, I don't feel like I had, or I have that same method and mentality of recording these videos and actually talking throughout those videos like I had, 1 year ago on the other gym. On the other gym, I don't know what happened, but it seemed like everything was a little bit more fluent. But now it's like I reached to a point where I more or less know the basics and what I have to follow to get big. I just, need more consistency on the time on an actual workouts itself. Apart from that, I mean, everything's just going according to plan. It's just pretty much that. The way I execute the exercise, the fact that I have, higher and lower reps, the fact that I have heavier and lower weight, yeah, you can go, bro. The fact that I have all of that in general, right? I don't think, I don't think I have any problems, bro. You can go. God damn it. Yeah, that's pretty much I'm actually going, because yesterday, if I was actually going to record, I would literally be sitting on so much traffic. I don't know what happened yesterday, but yesterday there was so much freaking traffic. Now, today, for some reason, it looks peaceful. Like, this area that I'm actually passing by right now, bro, it was full of cars. Like, you could barely move. I literally stayed on the car for like 40 minutes waiting literally, the gym is not that far away, bro. That's why, like, this recording parts are usually like 10 minutes and stuff, and I don't even edit it. It took me like quadruple the amount of time. So I don't know. That time, plus I was a little bit late. I didn't really know if I should actually record, so I kind of like took it more like the chance of, focusing more on actual, not that I couldn't, but it's more of like, you know, a me thing, I would say. It's kind of like, I don't know. I just, not only, it's like, I didn't really feel like it. And it's like, I just kind of like wanted to focus more on actual executing the exercises. That's basically the thing and the reason for it, you know? So, and yeah, it actually worked pretty well because today I am obliterated on back and chest. And supposedly we were gonna do back today, but I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure about it, bro. I'm gonna be very honest. I don't know. I was thinking instead of, back and chest, I was gonna do arms, but then I'm like, I already recorded arms, and there's gonna be popping in there another, arm workout after another one. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. I'm probably gonna stay stuck with the back day and just follow, uh, my method of working out though in the week. Let's say every single week, or I don't know the schedule I have for workout. But yeah, we're pretty much just gonna go and probably, just do back. I'm not too sure. All right, so we're gonna start in this one, and I put like 45 kilograms, which is honestly like, I think it's like at the range of being heavy, but not too over heavy. Now, for some people, again, this would be considered ego lifting, but in my opinion, I don't think it's ego lifting. It's general, basic, normal weight. I don't know, something like that. Honestly, I don't really know much of what I should be doing right now because my back is still sore. But I would probably, still try to do at least 4 sets in here, then the other 4 sets on like other free machines. But ooh, yeah, it's more of a whatever situation and just ball with it. I feel like what I've found out about all these workouts that I've done, it's not really overthink about the actual exercise and just pretty much execute it. I think even for natural dudes, if you start really thinking too much on how you execute them, on if you should add more weight, if you add more less weight, if you should focus more on this and that, it's pretty much going to be completely indifferent. None of that things, just because you did a little bit more, just because you did a little bit less, just because you did a little bit different than the usual, I don't think it completely, goes off the track in terms of how much you're gaining from it. It's almost what I'm trying to say. Now, what all this means is, if I were to do this currently, for a lot of people would be ego lifting, but it's pretty much the same thing, I don't know if I made sense, but I think people got it. I think people got what I mean. That's what I'm trying to say. So, 4 sets in here, somewhat controlled, probably. If not, whatever. God damn. Yeah, something like that. Probably try to do the same. Again, so it doesn't really matter at that end, but trying to range for 10 reps plus. That's like a good amount of. I think it, and I'm still sick, so Yeah, it's pretty freaking stupid. But I think you get to a point where, as long as you somewhat, let's say, maintain a meta, right? So I would say 10, 12 reps. And now I would do those 10, 12 reps for this exercise, but I would not overthink too much on the way I'm actually doing them. And what this means is probably like, try to range for that. But if I were doing more heavy or less heavy, it doesn't really matter. Weight, I don't think weight really kind of matters. Is what more, what matters even more is like the amount of consistency you're actually having throughout each day and eventually throughout each month and year and week, whatever. So consistency, again, is more than the key for all of it, I would say. So let's just kind of like pretty much going on with this, honestly. Not really. That's why I pretty much have nothing to say. What I got out of this is literally like what matters the most is what do you do after months, not what do you do on this specific day. You know what I mean? Now, it doesn't mean that this specific day should not be viewed as something that, you got to push yourself, because of course you got to push yourself, but you got to push yourself every day to then see and get some consistency throughout the month. And that consistency is what's going to give you the physique. So, yeah, pretty much that logic that I'm putting it with. God damn. All right. Two more. I just added like a 5, so we now have. Wait. Oh shit, we're at 50. Okay. That might be a little bit too much. I don't know. And I forgot the fucking straps, even though I don't actually even use the straps, which is kind of hilarious, honestly. But whatever. One more. We done here. I think I added what 215, 210, so that's 30, 50 each side. 50 each side there. That might be a bit too much. I don't know. All right. Not too bad, but definitely not ideal, I would say. So let's maybe try to do probably 2 more with this, and we go and do like I kind of wanted to do a little bit heavier actually, just because literally just because. But honestly, I don't know. I don't know how that one is gonna go, but yeah, I think we're gonna do 3 more of this with 50. Trying to do a little bit more reps than what we actually did right now, because that was pretty much like
8 reps. So it's not too much. I mean, not enough, I would say. So I don't know. Execute them better, and at the same time try to do more reps if possible, because I don't know. No, no, no freaking way. Actually, yeah, we gotta decrease the weight. Jesus, bro, this freaking ripper. Oh man, it's not even the weight, it's the grip, bro. So freaking hard to pull it like all the way up. But I don't know, we're gonna do like one more in here, and yeah, and then we change the machine. Damn, I'm actually feeling on these ones, bro. I don't know about it, but it feels pretty freaking good, actually. I think I've never actually felt like doing something at least, like, you know, to the level where it's like destroying the muscle in this machine, I would say. Like this time, it's actually working pretty freaking well. God damn. Yeah. We could reduce even more, but I think I want to change the machine. I'm probably going to do like the one where it's like a London pull on, but it's like a different machine. I don't know. This one feels pretty. I already did the 4 or 5 sets, 4 sets. The weight was going in, but I feel like I'm starting to do the same way that I did the last time, and it's actually, getting a little bit too hard. So, okay, let's freaking do this one. I'm gonna do this lowered rowing machine. So we did already, a similar one to this, but I'm kind of like doing back and front. So I didn't this one on a different machine. And then I did a pull down. Now I'm getting back to this one. And after that, we probably gonna do a rear shoulder one. I'm not too sure, but maybe. Yeah, now freaking mind. This one is literally not the same as the other one, bro. The position is like completely different. So, which actually makes it way harder to pull. So yeah, that's why the 80 kilogram were. It's pretty complicated, but not impossible. Bro. Holy. God damn. Oh, this is not easy, bro. It's literally because of the way you pull it makes it way harder. I think I already said that previously. This machine is like this machine is not pity at all on the way you grip it and pull it, I would say. Because it's not even the weight itself is I mean the weight is not even generous to you. Like in this one, you're doing I mean, I don't know if it's because I'm tired already, but you're doing 20 kilogram. There's no way you can actually execute, with the same efficiency if you were doing. I mean, that's pretty much obvious. But on this one, compared to the other ones, 20 kilograms in here is way harder, way harder. So maybe two more in here, and then we do rear shoulder. Let's reduce the weight actually. Bro, this is getting too freaking hard. We're doing with just 20 kilograms each side, which is like, visually it doesn't look that much, but I think that's more than enough in this one. Just to get some controlled repetitions in here. Master a little bit in this one, and then we go into rear shoulder. So I think I kind of need to focus more on shoulders overall rather than back and chest itself. So Yeah, we're definitely we're for sure decreasing the weight. 15 kilograms is getting too heavy right now. Next two ones, we're probably gonna do 7.5 maybe. All right. Whew. So yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna decrease the weight, but actually, I don't know. I feel like the 15s was a pretty decent weight, even though I was like overdoing it at a certain point. It just felt right at that moment. So, oh man, we're gonna do what? Two more in here? Jesus Christ, two more. Nah, it's too much. Too freaking much weight. Let me take the tens. Jesus, this is getting like this is getting insane. God damn. I'm generally trying to do it like decently lightweight, I would say. And this is not budging at all. At least I'm actually feeling that I'm getting pumped, so that's not a bad thing. Oh man, yeah, I'm done. Freaking done here. Let's check the pump. All right. My back is too sore for this, but I think we're pretty freaking good. I mean, just with the sweatshirt, of course. Now, I don't know about the rest, but honestly, I'm just gonna jump straight to it. Oh, okay. That is not bad at all, bro. Look at that. That is not bad at all. Jesus Christ. Dang, look at that shoulder. See, that's what I'm talking about. If I could just get that rear shoulder way bigger, my entire physique would look insane. Now it's just this rear shoulder, right? Just so you actually guys seeing right now. And this lateral shoulder. Good thing I actually did rear shoulders and actually recorded the pump out of it, because when I actually do shoulders, my pump on the arm gets insane. And it's like, currently, bro, this shit looks white as hell. This freaking pump looks so freaking good. I'm gonna be honest. Damn. That is not bad at all. The chest like super straight down. While the leg is like, honestly, it doesn't even feel like it's pumped out. It's just wide as hell, honestly. And I think it's because of the rear shoulders that we did on the last one. The pump focused more on that place rather than the actual back itself. But oh, that is all right. Yeah. All right. Hey, not too bad. We do look, decently lean, I would say. Not insanely lean, but we look pretty decently lean, I would say. So that's pretty freaking good. I was thinking about finishing off on pull-ups or something. Doing one last pull-down movement or something like that. Just to finish it off with like 4 exercises. But look at that, bro. That is insane. Damn. Let me pause a little bit. Yeah, that is not. That is, bro, that is crazy. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it could have actually been more pumped, but it's probably because of the amount of food that I ate and the rest that I had, but I don't know if that actually has a lot of influence, but I don't know. Because it feels pumped. Honestly, I think it is pumped, and that's why you don't see a lot of striations. But it is, definitely wide, and most of it is probably because of the rear shoulder we did. So I guess that kind of like justifies everything, you know? But that is not bad at all. That is definitely not bad at all. I know that looks. Oh, that looks funny. I mean, I don't know. Trying different poses and stuff. That looks pretty freaking cool. Oh, we good. Yep. You're definitely pretty freaking good. I don't know, I don't have much to say, honestly. I think the workout went well, overall. I don't really have anything to complain. Plus, it's close to Christmas, so I would say in terms of stress and all that stuff, we're not truly that stressed. So that's probably why we were a little bit stronger, which stress has influence on that. If you're a natural dude, it has even more influence. So I don't know. But that is definitely not bad at all. We're getting good. We're gonna do one more. Yeah, we're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more. And then we jump into the car. Like right away. I don't think I'm gonna show the pump out of that one, but I mean, plus we were a little bit sore from yesterday that we didn't record, but we did chest and back. So I guess that kind of like explains why the pump is not like insane, but it's still there, right? And I'm trying to give a little bit more emphasis on the triceps. So I'm probably gonna start doing more tricep exercises or something like that, and rear shoulder one. So I would say it's like weaker points, and honestly, for me to grow my arms itself is bicep itself is generally I would say not too bad. And if I want to get big arms, I definitely need like rear shoulders and definitely need this area to kind of like boost it out. I don't know, on the shirts and all that stuff. Probably looks sick. So that's why I'm trying to do a little bit more controlled tricep push down exercises like every single time I go to the gym, except like leg days, because leg days are honestly just giving emphasis on the legs itself and on the rest of the body. Which then again, I'm not mainly trying to focus a lot on the legs and trying to grow them a lot, especially because, you know, I have this little thing that I have to wear and I have this problem in this area right here, so I can't really push that much. So I don't know. We're still gonna do leg days, of course, but we're not gonna go insane on leg days. You know, it's more of a maintaining it than rather to like losing it. It's pretty good. I don't know. We'll see about it. And we're gonna do one more. We're gonna do four. Yeah, we're gonna do 4 sets of pull-ups. I don't know, maybe 3. I was gonna do the pull-down machine, but I think I already did it yesterday, so I'm probably not gonna do on that one again. You know what I mean? So we're gonna do in this one. We're gonna try to control it because I'm sure I'm not gonna do. I mean, I'm probably gonna only be able to control like 4 or some. So yeah, let's like range it 4 or 10 if possible, and control as many as we could. You know, because I already know it's not gonna be that many. Yeah, it's gonna look like something like that. Honestly, we bowl again. Yeah. Uh, honestly, no freaking words about it. I necessarily, if we were to do, if I even try to do like 2 more, they would just simply not be done. That's like, it's as simple as that. So, I don't know, maybe one more set and pretty much the same thing because we can't do anything else, I would say. Less freaking one. All right. Uh, yeah, we could. I don't think it's a good idea to do one more at least. We could definitely do it, but it would be pretty much the same thing. And honestly, I want to save more time for doing triceps on that one. I don't know if you guys can see it, but whatever. But we're definitely gonna do like probably like as many as we can to failure in sets, I would say. And yeah, pretty much control it. I don't know. Whew. So it's this one that I'm talking about. And yeah, we're gonna do 23. You know, in this machine, for the way that it's like positioned, where it's like single little wheelie thing, I would say, it makes it way harder. So honestly, adding like 20 kilograms to this is already insane weight. I would never in my life probably see someone do what 70 or something like that. I mean, I'm not even gonna talk about the 91 there, but probably never gonna be used if I'm gonna be very honest, unless they do a different kind of exercise, which I don't know. But for tricep pushdowns with this grip, yeah, we for a long period of time, we're gonna pretty much be ranging from 23 and not really, change the weighting by any means, because it's not even efficient in that end. I would say on this one, it's way better because it makes it way harder to pull down, but it's, way less stabilized. So it's a little bit more funny to use it. Not in a good sense, in a bad sense, honestly. So I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna do as many as possible. I don't know until we get tired about it. I'll tell you in the car how many I did probably. Yeah, something like that. Maybe less weight, but something like that for as many as possible. Let's freaking go. Let's ball out of this place, bruh. Because I say so. And when I say so, I do. So yeah, let's freaking get out of here. Bro, that was like, how many? Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. I did probably like 8 sets on that tricep extension. I'm not even gonna lie. It feels pretty freaking good out of it. And honestly, I think I'm gonna start doing that. Just to make sure my arms have a way better progression, because it seems like, having one specific arm day, which again, I don't think per week is not that enough if you want to actually increase it, and make it more efficient. Just to make it more efficient, I would say it would be way better, right? Way better to do this, to have this single exercise of tricep extensions for literally as many as possible until my arms get obliterated or something, until my arms explode or something like that, And to be honest, it has been going pretty well with that. I feel like, I don't know if you guys can actually see it, but yesterday I did that, and the next day, I know the gains are not that quick, but there was some visible difference, right? My triceps should have not been that big on a back day, but for some reason, they still remained a little bit of the size of it, which means it somehow works. So, not too bad. One bad thing is I gotta put fuel in the car, bro, because it is getting low. This car consumes so freaking much, bro. Oh my god. I hate fucking driving, bro. I swear to God, it's so bad.
it consumes so much fuel. It's not even efficient, bro. Just ride a bike is like 10 times better. It's so much funner, and it's so much more economic and stuff. It's way better, bro. Way better. It's so much cooler and better. There's no excuse to it. There's no excuse for people to not enjoy riding bikes. Swear to freaking God. See, it's already like it's already telling me to put fuel in the car, bro. Like, I'm cooked at this point. I'm not. I could just pull it, but I don't think I'm gonna put it right now. But yeah, that doesn't matter. What matters is the workout was not too bad. It was not bad at freaking all. To be honest, it was a pretty decent freaking workout. Yeah, it was pretty freaking decent. I actually thought it was going to be bad just as always, but I don't know. Feel like I got, if I am a slightly bit inconsistent on posting the videos, right? It probably makes a little bit better for my mental state because to be honest, bro, I swear to God, I don't know how Sam Sulek does it, bro, because I can't do that. I can't be posting every freaking day. Like, it does not work for me, bro. To be very honest, it does not work for me. Like, I don't know how he does it, bro, but I can't. Like, I don't think I have the mental capability of doing that. So it probably gets to a point where it's a little bit too overwhelming, you know? And I want to save some sanity for, you know, school and all that stuff, to be honest. So, not that I don't want to do it, it's just to save some sanity for it, you know? For the worst part, I would say. For the worst stuff. So, yeah. We're going to keep doing this kind of style. A little bit less posting, but, you know, posting, you know, back days, leg days, chests, you know, and posting pretty much like the gain overall throughout it, you know, having a little bit of variety and something like that, you know, just to keep this thing updated and not be too overwhelming. Because I don't think I have conditions enough. If I were to do this solely alone, then I would have no excuses for it. But whenever you have a few excuses that are actually meaningful, then yeah, I would say. But you know, then again, this all goes around to the fact that, you know, this is just a hobby. This is not an actual like job for me or anything like that. It's simply a freaking hobby. So I'm not forcing, and I would say I don't want to force myself to keep on posting, but yeah, whatever. Well, the workout was good. That's what really matters, is that surprisingly enough, the workout actually was not bad at all, bro. Was not freaking bad at all. I was already getting tired midway to it because, I mean, as I said before, multiple times on this day, are you gonna move? Okay. I literally, man, Jesus Christ, this car made me stop freaking thinking. My brain just stopped. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. I was just, you know, the workout was good. That's really honestly the only thing you guys have to know, is that the workout was not bad at all. So yeah, apart from that, I think, yeah, midway through got tired as hell, but we still pulled off 4 on specific back, and one of them being, you know, rear shoulders, because we gotta have some rear shoulder exercise, so it actually makes everything be pretty freaking good, you know. But yeah, we're gonna go around that. I think this way of posting, we're gonna keep it, and yeah, I'm just literally repeating myself. I don't exactly have anything bad to say about it, to be very honest. It was pretty freaking good. The workout was honestly decent. Like, I mean, in yesterday's workout, and that's probably why, and the reason, you know, that I'm gonna stop being a little bit more inconsistent on the post, because I want to have like workouts where I'm actually, again, focusing on the actual workout and not on the actual recording. And, for some people, that's going to be a little bit sad because they actually somehow enjoy watching my videos that honestly take 0 brain cells to do, to actually create by any means. Now, to edit and to go and do it, that's a complete different story. There's a little bit of a difference in there. But apart from that, I'm going to keep on trying to post. It's just, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have much to say. Let's keep on moving with this. I don't know. I don't think like, I like to, whenever I go and work out, honestly, I don't really have that much of a thought of what I'm actually going to start on and jump on. It's pretty much like 90% of it is going with the feeling on the workout. And I've been doing that more lately. So honestly, it's pretty much been something like that throughout all those workouts. So